Thank you. This is a song that I had an idea for a long time ago, because a lot of you guys know my story, like friends. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a lawyer. I used to work with my buddy AJ, who's up front here. I used to be a lawyer, and at one point I quit. And there's another song about that later. But after I quit, I was thinking about how hard it is sometimes. Not necessarily hard, but like things that you do people perceive as reckless, or are you really sure you want to quit that job? And it was just like, yeah, man, I was ready. And so I had this idea for a song title called Reckless and Ready. And I just couldn't quite get it together, so I texted my friend Teresa. I said, I got this idea for a song. I know you recently went music full-time as well. I think we should write this together. And in the course of an afternoon, like a couple hours, we had a song. So we're going to play Reckless and Ready for you here. Hopefully, I'm not hitting my guitar too hard.
Mama told me be true to yourself. That means more than anything else. Living life is not a checklist. The box you're trapped in doesn't even exist. Coming up on the border, there's no turning around. I'm crossing it over, I'm staring it down. No more regretting, this decision is heavy. Time for confessing, I'm reckless and ready. And I know it's time for a change. I'm done with the tedium days. Hesitation turns into exhilaration. When you break free of the cage you've been in. Coming up on the border, there's no turning round. I'm crossing it over, I'm not slowing down. No more regretting, this decision is heavy. Time for confessing, I'm reckless and I'm done, I'm gone. It's time to move on, no time to wait. I won't control my fate, accidents will happen. This is my chain reaction. Coming up on the border, there's no turning around. I'm crossing it over, I'm burning it down. No more regretting, this decision is heavy. Time for confessing, I'm reckless and coming up on the border, there's no turning round. I'm crossing it over, I'm staring it down. No more regretting, this decision is heavy. Time for confessing, I'm reckless and ready. I'm reckless and ready. I'm reckless and ready. Told me to
Thank you guys. All right. You ready to do the changeover?
Yes.
All right.
And this is Zach.
Thank you guys. Thanks everybody for coming. The first time I ever played that, actually it's funny because the Jeremy's here and Tim is here. For those of you who watched it, the first time I ever played that song live was on a radio broadcast that I did, Front Range Radio. And we were recording, and I was like, I got the song, and Teresa was supposed to be on that. It was going to be the three of us were going to do a spot, and she was sick, and so I just went ahead and played it anyway. It sounds way better with her on it. She's a better singer than I am. And also, Teresa, I forgot to plug this. How much are your CDs? She has $5 CDs, yo. You should go check them out. So, I should have my set list. It's right there. All right. So I'm gonna start off by playing a recent single of mine that's done okay. It's called "The Date Was Bad, But the Night Was Good." It's a song that I wrote with country artist Allie Rose, who I don't know if any of you are familiar with her. She was from Littleton originally. She's now over in LA, doing some work there. But Allie's a really talented co-writer, and so we wrote this. You can find it on Spotify and all the usual places. But it's called The Date Was Bad, But the Night Was Good. And it came from this idea when I was having dinner with a friend who was supposed to have a house concert here, but we just couldn't make it work out. And so Annette, he was a cellist, and Annette, my wife, the cellist, and I were having dinner, and he was talking about how he feels that meals are almost as good as the company, where you can have really bad food, but if the company was good, it's a good meal. And I thought that's a cool idea, and I sort of stuck that in the back of my head. I was like, Joel, man, I'm gonna write that song, and he was cool with that. And so then I called up Allie, and we wrote this song. So this is called The Date Was Bad, But the Night Was Good.
Approached the door already in sync. Never noticed the bell didn't ring. Waited 30 minutes for a seat. Didn't care, we talked endlessly. The host greeted us with a stale smile. Her heel stomped the checkered tile, and we're not ready to call it love, but this is the beginning of late night calls and photographs, meeting family and belly laughs, and we're here on this Friday night, sharing this cold plate of fries. Well, the date was bad, but the night was good. We stayed so long, everyone had gone home. Night went by way too fast. We had no choice, we dined and dashed. I got you by my side, at least for the night, stealing hearts like Bonnie and Clyde, and not ready to call it love, but this is the beginning of late night calls and photographs, meeting family and belly laughs. So we're here on this Friday night, sharing this cold plate of fries. Well, the day was bad, but the night was good, and when I stammered, you understood. And please don't go, I don't want to. Let me take you home, 'cause I wanna be with you. I'll be with you. Got you by my side, at least for the night, stealing hearts like Bonnie and Clyde, and not ready to call it love, but this is the beginning of late night calls and photographs, meeting family and belly laughs, and we're here on this Friday night, sharing this cold plate of fries. Well, the day was bad, but the night was good, and when I stammered, you understood. And please don't go, I don't want to. Let me take you home, 'cause I wanna be with you. I'll be with you. I'll be with you.
So I promised myself I wasn't going to play any of the songs I did from the last house concert, but that's going to happen because of life changing, and sometimes you just play songs you feel like playing. But this is a song I played last time that I think is worth playing again, just because first of all I really like it. Second, it's the first song I wrote after quitting my job as a lawyer. It's called "Beat of Your Heart," that I wrote with my wife Annette on our back patio back there that you all walked over to get in here. And third, the reason I'm playing it is if you haven't heard it and you want to, you can grab a download card of the song for free. I know it says like $1 on there. You guys are like, we're all homies. Let's get you one for free. And Teresa sang backing vocals on it. So this is a Beat of Your Heart, which I couldn't find a piece of paper. And so my wife and I wrote all the lyrics in my day planner, which I then, could have, usually you throw your day planner out at the end of the year, but I had to keep it because I had those lyrics. So.
When you're young and the road seems long, the farther you travel, the harder it is to get off. Sometimes you need a forced change of course to see that forward is really reverse. The path was there, you just didn't see it, and now it's clear, you better believe it. And if you want the courage to live, you're gonna need the courage to quit. Turn your life around and just go for it. You're more than the sum of your mistakes. If you knew what was ahead, it would take your fear away. Sometimes your North Star must be the beat of your heart. Tune into yourself like an old radio. Find your center like an old dial tone. Find your station that comes in strong. There's your number, so sing along. And the songs were there, you just didn't see them. Now the melody's clear, you just gotta listen. And if you want the courage to live, you're gonna need the courage to quit. Turn your life around and just go for it. You're more than the sum of your mistakes. If you knew what was ahead, it would take your fear away. Sometimes your North Star must be the beat of your heart. Words don't need roads, and neither does your soul. Your goals are close if you would just let it go. Let it go. And if you want the courage to live, you're gonna need the courage to quit. Turn your life around and just go for it. And you're more than the sum of your mistakes. If you knew what was ahead, it would take your fear away. And if you want the courage to live, you're gonna need the courage to quit. Turn your life around and just go for it. You're more than the sum of your mistakes. If you knew what was ahead, it would take your fear away. Sometimes you're no star, no matter where you are. Sometimes your North Star must be the beat of your heart. The beat of your heart. Actually got lots of lawyers in the room now. We got from my first law firm, my second law firm. Awesome.
So if anyone gets hurt,
I like to say that I don't associate with those types of lawyers, but apparently. No, so that song was very special as far as, the day I quit my job. That was the song I wrote, and it was the first single I released after becoming a musician full-time. And what I've been doing ever since then is releasing approximately a single a month, working towards my record that's coming out in September of this year. And so that was just a very special song. It was also one that I had to fight with a lot, because when I played out with my band, it's not the typical thing that my band does. So my band's more of like a rock and roll thing, and to get people to get rockers to say, no, we're going to tone it down for a minute. Not that that's a super slow or mellow song, but there's a lot of nuance and dynamic changes to it. And it was very hard to get going. And now we're finally hitting our stride with it. And it's really, really nice. So if you ever want to come out and catch the band version of that, my band is playing all the time, all over Colorado. And we'd absolutely love to have all of you there. So the next song I'm going to play is actually a song called Looking For, which I wrote in a bar. Wait, yeah, no, that's true. It was in a bar on the beach in the morning. So that's always a good start to a song, is drinking in the morning and writing a song. But I was at a wedding. It's much less. It all makes sense. So I was at a wedding in Mexico, right? Has anybody ever been to a wedding in Mexico on the beach? You just, it's like there's not really like a 5 o'clock idea. Like the bar is just open, and with the friends we were with, it was just like a nonstop party. But at the rehearsal dinner, I met this cat who who's in the process of adopting 2 kids. And he was a single man, and he was adopting 2 kids. And for those of you who don't know, I used to represent abused and neglected children in Colorado with AJ. And so he and I, not only did we have this mutual love of Butch Walker, which I don't know if any of you guys know Butch Walker. He's one of my all-time favorite musicians. But as soon as he's like, oh, you know about like child abuse, not like from first-hand experience, but you know. And so we just spent the entire night just like drinking wine, and I was sort of like, here's what you need to expect. These are the things that are going to happen. And we just went through it. And then the next morning, I go to the bar, and I'm like, I'm going to write it. I want to write a different song. But like after you meet somebody like that, you write the song about them. That's just what happens. And so I'm sitting in the bar, drinking coffee, in case anybody was curious, and I'm writing this song about this dude, right? And then he just shows up and like sits across from me. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, writing a song not about you. And so whenever I get stuck, I would just be like, yo, dude, tell me some stuff. And then we would just talk. And by the end of the morning, I had a song written about him. And I emailed him a long time ago to just be like, hey, dude, can I tell that story? And by that point, he had adopted 2 children. So he hasn't had time to respond to me. So I just tell the story and don't say his name. Because the dude's busy. But this is called Looking For, and it was about the guy I met in Mexico at a wedding. For those, I know it's kind of gross, but my finger pick up. Let's do this.
Hey man, with that black crow on your shoulder, your heart is pulling you forward, and your arms will never be fuller, 'cause your soul is the strongest lure, and someone's coming like a homing missile. You be the butch to their black widows, twice complete, don't even describe your love, and these words ain't even strong enough. And you may not know, but brother, I'm sure you're gonna find everything that you're looking for. And even though you don't know what you're seeking, somebody knows how you are feeling, and the world hands you what must be given. Even if it ain't what you envisioned, you may not know, but brother, I'm sure you're gonna find everything that you're looking for. Love knows more than we could ever learn, and don't confuse doubts for concern, and we all will lend support, even those of us who don't understand your choice. So lean on us, 'cause they're gonna lean on you, and call me up when you don't know what to do, and always follow your heart, and always be who you are, 'cause you may not know, but brother, I'm sure you're gonna find everything that you're looking for. And even though you don't know what you're seeking, somebody knows how you are feeling. The world hands you what must be given. Even if it ain't what you envisioned, you may not know, but brother, I'm sure you got that passion in your soul and that groove in your bones. So powerful, you're young but old, and you're cool, but I can tell that your focus is as strong as your will. So you keep on climbing and keep on trying, keep on running and keep on flying. You may not know, but brother, I'm sure you're gonna find everything that you're looking for. Hey man, that black crow on your shoulder is flapping its wings, pushing you forward. It don't matter the direction, 'cause you're gonna get where you are headed. 'cause you may not know, but brother, I'm sure you're gonna find everything that you're looking for. And even when you don't know what you're seeking, somebody knows how you are feeling. The world hands you what must be given, even if it ain't what you envision. You may not know, but brother, I'm sure. And I know, 'cause you may not know, but brother, I'm sure you're gonna find everything that you're looking for. And even when you don't know what you're seeking, somebody knows how you are feeling. The world hands you what must be given, even if it ain't what you envisioned. You may not know, but brother, I'm sure you're gonna find everything that you're looking for. I'm gonna play two more for you guys, then we're gonna get my man Jeremy Facknitz up here. He's gonna rock and roll. I know he's like drifting through the crowd. So this next song is called No Strings Attached. It's my most recent single. And I got the idea to do it this way because when I released it, it's all piano, strings, and like orchestral percussion and stuff like that. But I was doing this gig, actually, Tim was there, at Manitou Springs, and the question was posed, how do you take a song that maybe you wrote one way and move it to other instruments and things like that? So I thought it would be fun to take a song that I had written on a piano and bring it over to a guitar and see how that goes. It's a funny song to me because it was a song I wrote because there was I got an email saying, hey, there's this commercial, and they want this song about like friendship and togetherness. And they send you, whenever you're like writing for commercials, they send you, hey, we want songs that sound like this. And I was like, cool, I can write a togetherness song. And then I listened to their samples, and I'm like, this is lame. I don't care about any of these songs. This sucks. And so I wrote a song that was in what I wanted, because they were like, we want, like puppies and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, isn't it more like interesting if it's like about adventure and like friends who sort of like maybe get in trouble, but you always got each other's back, like those type of relationships. So I tried to sneak it in. I tried to write those lyrics to like the song that they were asking for, and I totally got busted because I got an email back. It's like, this is not what we're looking for. It's like, I had fun. So this is a song called No Strings Attached that I've played on guitar exactly one time. So we'll see how it goes, people. It's always nice when you start a song and you're like, is that how it goes? And you're like, yeah, that's it. No matter how much time has passed, we pick right up. We share a bond that's beyond what most have got. In the past you've been my savior, no matter the expense. And if it's time to return the favor, I jump at the chance. 'Cause you've given me everything I need and more. If you want a journey, I'll help you explore. And if your ship's drifting, I'll drop an anchor. And if you need the land, I'll find you a hangar. You've been there for me, I never wavered. No matter what you need, I'm willing and able. No questions asked, no strings attached. We never kept score, what's the point? Rich or poor, we have more when we employ each other on our quest for adventure. Always willing to face new danger. Together we're not afraid, no matter the odds. Never need to worry, because if your ship's drifting, I'll drop an anchor. If you need the land, I'll find you a hangar. You've been there for me, I never wavered. No matter what you need, I'm willing and able. No questions asked, no strings attached. You've been so good to me, I could never take it back. And I won't have to, 'cause you'd never ask. If your ship's drifting, I'll drop an anchor. If you need to land, I'll find you a hangar. You've been there for me and never wavered. No matter what you need, I'm willing and able. I've got your back. No questions asked, no strings attached, no strings attached, no strings attached.
Thank you all. For those of you who's wondering whose phone is going off, that's mine.
Zach, turn off your phone.
You know, I got in this habit. I blame you for this, AJ. Not you specifically, but you know, it used to be when I was doing like child abuse stuff. Not that sounds terrible. I'm sorry. It used to be when I represented abused kids. Like you just don't turn your phone off, and I just got in the habit. I've never really broken that habit. So, in fact, I think one of my clients is texting me, or my former clients. So anyway, I'm gonna play one more, and I wasn't gonna play this because I played it last time, but I have to play it now. And the reason I have to play it is it sort of ties the afternoon all together. For those of you who don't know, and who might have not been here the first time, in the back is my homegirl Kelly Spicer, who played here last time, and I'm currently mixing her album. And yesterday, and by the way, her record is sounding so good. Yesterday, her song Rattlesnake Kate literally blew up my monitors that I was listening to music on. That's why it came in blank. Because it blew up my speakers, and then it's technical, it's funny. But I'm recording her stuff, or I'm mixing it, and like I smell like smoke, and I was just like, "What is going on?" And my monitor, like inside, there's like a miniature electrical fire, and it's like burned out some wires. It's not your fault. No, you don't have to. And so this was a song I played at the last house concert, and at the last house concert I did, some of you may remember I had a 15-year-old, Alyssa Michelle Stoner, who played it, who's just a fantastic artist, and her family's a friend of mine. And this is a song that I had written, and I didn't feel particularly didn't feel strongly about. And I wasn't going to play it. It was sort of a song, because you know all the songwriters here know, like you write 30 or 40 songs, you're probably going to keep like 5. And so this was one of the ones I figured was just garbage, and I was okay with that, so I was going to toss it. And I thought one night I was playing at this wine bar, I was like, I'm going to throw that song in and see how it goes. We'll just see if people enjoy it. And if they enjoy it, maybe I'll keep it in the rotation. And if they don't enjoy it, then it's gone. And so I played it, and Alyssa's mom is like sitting in the back, and she's got like tears in her eyes. And she came up to me after, she's like, you got to do that song. That's a great song. Because I had said on the microphone, I was like, by the way, I don't think this is a good song. Which, pro tip, don't ever do that at a gig. Don't ever. I mean, you should always set the bar, keep expectations low and go above. But maybe don't say like, I think this song is terrible and I'm going to subject you to it. So I subjected them to it. She really liked it. I recorded it, and when I got done recording it, I was like, oh, this actually is a cool song. And so I released it as a single. And then, fortunately, Music Mafia Radio started playing it. And then I get this Twitter or tweet saying, "Hey, top 30 is coming up next week. Tune in." I was like, "I'll tune in. Let's see if this happens." And it was at number 15. I had no idea. And then the next week it hung around. It was like in the 20s, and last week it was at number 17. And I just had never, like, I've had radio airplay before and things like that, but I'd never charted it. It was a very weird thing, right? Because it was like, my entire life, since I had never actually charted anything, I always said they were stupid. But then when I got on the chart, I was like, these things are awesome. And so I should really thank this song. Stays in the rotation because people have told me they enjoy it, and it gets requested. But also, it's a real pleasure to have something that actually hits a chart and sticks around for a little bit. And that's a testament to the indie music community. Like, we're all here because we all do indie music, right? Like Front Range Radio with Tim, that was the first radio I had done in forever. He's on Trailix Radio now with Front Range Radio, and that was the thing. I was like, oh, this is actually fun. And then like Music Mafia Radio starts playing me a little bit. It's like, you know what? The indie community is really strong, and we all really do take care of each other, and that's what this is supposed to be about, is bringing artists that I get to work with and I enjoy, and letting you guys hear people that I honestly believe in. Because I promise you I will never put somebody up here for one of these things that I don't think is really, really good. And I'm sure you will agree after you hear Jeremy, and I know you agree because you just heard Teresa. So, this is my song that you hopefully just voted for, called Porcelain.
The bridge is bending and statues shake. We're descending with what's at stake. I can hear what's coming from miles away. You are loving, trying not to break my heart, but it's falling apart. If you love me, then love me. If you're leaving, then go. Get your tongue out your cheek, say what you mean. I ain't made of porcelain. If you're seeking something, go find it. And if you need release, please stop biting your lip, cut to the quick. I'll find my way again, and cracked and broken, but that don't make me porcelain. And time lapses and your essence heals. I'm done collapsing and starting to kneel, strong and steady for what comes my way. I am ready for come what may again, and I comprehend. And if you love me, then love me. If you're leaving, then go. Get your tongue out your cheek, say what you mean. I ain't made of porcelain. If you're seeking something, go find it. And if you need release, please stop biting your lip, cut to the quick. I'll find my way again, and cracked and broken, but that don't make me porcelain. Bring you back. This hold has no cracks. Oh, my lessons learned. Don't build a bridge just to get burned. No magic comes in waiting, and I won't be mistaken, 'cause this contemplation is breaking, and you ain't changing. If you love me, then love me. If you're leaving, then go. Get your tongue out your cheek, say what you mean. I ain't made of porcelain. If you're seeking something, go find it. And if you need release, please stop biting your lip, cut to the quick. I'll find my way again, and cracked and broken, but that don't make me porcelain. Or porcelain. And if you're seeking something, go find it. When you face your fear, go find it. And you're seeking something, go find it. When you face your fears, go find it. When you're seeking something, go find it. When you face your fears, go fight it.
long rounds of applauses I never know what to do with. I'm just like, thank you all so much for coming.